Hey guys, we're back. Got a new video for you guys. We're going to do a Thanksgiving turkey for you. We're going to prep it up, inject it. We're going to throw a little couple curveballs in there for you so you can make your turkey pop and be the talk of the family Thanksgiving time. We're going to use a little of this SAqədON Goya. If you don't have any, you haven't done your bird yet, go ahead and go out and grab some of that. And I'm going to show you a tip to actually use it in this video to make your bird one of the most colorful birds out there. We're going to put this on the smoker at 300, so go ahead and get your smoker prepped at 300. Get your injections ready. What's in our injection today is some lemon juice. We did a fourth a cup of lemon juice, a fourth a cup of apple cider vinegar. We did a half a cup of water, a full cup of chicken stock, and we just added some seasoning to it, which was some Goya adobo, general all-purpose seasoning. Then we got some of the McCormick's garlic and just some pepper, ground pepper, and that was it. But those little spices right there, and those little stock and the lemon juice and if you want to, you can put butter in there, which we will put butter in after we inject it. We'll put it underneath the skin to actually give us some little butter down in the cavity a little bit. But we're going to go ahead and inject, and I'll show you guys a couple of tips what we do. I've already filled my injector up, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to puncture in. We're going to pull this skin up. You want to come in and look at this. We'll pull this skin up, and we're going to pull up. That's your drum right there, right? We're just going to inject right in the drum. We're not going too deep to the bone. We're just going to fill it up a little bit. It's enough juice in there to keep it going, right? I do the same thing to the other side. Pull this back, put a little bit right there. Just going to inject a little bit into it. It's going to kick that leg up, see what it did there? You're not injecting through the skin. Do not inject through the skin. You're going to lift the skin up, inject into the breast, a little bit here. You're going to go forward a little bit. Make sure you're not getting that skin. Make sure you're pulling it up with you. So I don't have a glove on that hand because I want to make sure I'm getting the skin and make sure I'm not going to miss because it slides between them gloves. We'll do the same thing here. You go here in the end. Oh, need some more. Need some more juice. So fill her up and do the same thing. We're using a liberal amount of injection in this. It's going to be juicy. We inject it. Yep, fill it up, pull it out. Make sure you're not getting any skin. Go in deeper into that breast. Fill it up a little more. And then what I'm going to do is all right, so these wings and stuff, they're going to be tucked when the stuffing and everything is around the bird. We're going to tuck them, right? Or you can flip these wings backward. I prefer them flipped back underneath. It gives it a better presentation. So we'll fill up some more. I'm going to inject those. I will inject right through the skin. I'm weird like that. I like the breast meat to be juicy because my wife likes the breast meat. So I go right in this muscle here. Right in, pull out a little bit, swallow it up. Do the same thing here right into the muscle. You're going inside. You're not going like out on the outer side. So your presentation will still be pretty. You just do the same thing on the opposite side. Right in that drumette. There you go. Come back. Fill it up. And the same thing here. You're just filling it up. If you want to, you can add a little more in those breasts. You can add a little bit more in those breasts in there. Yep. So that's all I do there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put my other glove on because I got to rub on this bird a lot. So what I do is I take my 2 capfuls of olive oil and I just put it on the bird a liberal amount. We're going to spread this out. This is going to act as our binder. You guys know me and my binders. I like them. I love them. They actually help your seasoning that you are going to put on the bird. They actually help you out a lot to make it stick. So that dry seasoning you're going to put, which we already have some mixed up in our gold shaker there. We'll just spread some out. And then let me lather this on. We already patted the bird dry. Make sure you do that first. You pat that bird dry. Glaze her up, and then we're just going to make sure we get enough on there to get our liberal seasoning. Do another one. Another one. Do it on the legs, drums. Those wings, and a little bit on top. All right. We're going to add a couple tricks to this thing today. Everything's getting rubbed down. We got our injections done right. Got our injections done. Everything's rubbed. Make sure you get them outers of the wings too, because you're going to sprinkle that on there as well. That SAৰীষ্টON is going to go on there. You're kind of low-key like massaging the breast a little bit to where you're trying to almost like fill the holes in that we've created with the 3 punctures we might have did on the breast. Me, I'm one of the guys, I don't really like all the neck skin, so I like to cut that off a little bit. So let me remove a glove, because I'm gonna have to put some stuff inside the bird anyway. We can actually don't cut a lot off. We can cut enough to keep a flap on there, but not a flap to where it is just ridiculously long, because sometimes they make those neck flaps to where they're flapped all the way under the bird. This is what we're going for here with this. See how our neck flap is. Oh, can I get it? Yeah. See how it's just a little flap. It's not hanging all the way over like you usually. Just gotta leave a little hole there, steam port. Because what's gonna happen is it's gonna steam out of here when I put the oranges and the garlic and the our onion in here. We're gonna stuff this cavity full to keep that shape. So when we smoke it and we add that color, it's gonna give us some flavor from the inside out and from the outside in. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're going to go ahead and get our vegetables and stuff cut up. We'll be right back. Stick with me. All right, guys, so we're back. We're just gonna do a little trimming, a little cutting. Meat knife, best knife. Make sure you know the difference. So we're just gonna go ahead and peel this outer layer, this onion off. And we're going to cut it. I cut it in half. I'm gonna cut it in a quarter. I'm gonna stuff one in the front and then one in the back of the bird. Go ahead and cut it. Some people like to break it apart a little bit and put it in there, but I like to break it a little bit apart, stuff it all in the front. Cut our orange up. You can take the skin off if you want. A lot of people say that's where the good properties are at of the orange and the skin. So one will go on top right there, one on the bottom. Yep. Take our garlic. Get the skin off of it. Once we get that skin off, go ahead, get another clove. Then what we'll try to do is put some on top of that orange and stuff that we put inside of the turkey. And that's just gonna give it like a little flavor, a little zesty flavor to the bird. Just having that orange in there. Plus it's gonna help with our blend of our fruits and vegetables and stuff like that we got in our mix of our wood chips, because we got our cherry wood and we got our hickory. So we'll put that up there. We got 2 more left. And that's why we cut that little flap in the front of the neck, that neck skin, because we want to make sure that this basically is going to steam inside of there and you know, give it some good flavor on the inside of there. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Get that all nice and steamed up, give it some flavor from the inside out and the outside in. Remember, that's why we inject, and that's why we add a little bit of that seasoning to the inside, and we injected it. Shot across her, didn't it? There it is. Maybe I didn't get it. Yeah, make sure you smash it real good, get that skin off of there. we'll get that all off. And then we'll cut some more of that orange up. There we go. Go ahead and stuff that right here in the bottom and on the back. Some people like to take this here garlic and they like to put it in the where the skin is not at or whatever it is. You know, just right here in the bottom. So when you get that basting or whatever it is that, because I'm going to let it cook right here in this pan on the smoker. So what it's going to do is the juices are going to render. I can either baste from this, which I am going to actually make my own mop. It's going to be butter, chicken stock, and then it's going to be fresh herbs, parsley and thyme, a little bit of garlic. It won't be the fresh garlic here. I'll just make some garlic salt in there, and we'll just baste with the butter. That's going to also help with the color of our meat and our color of our bird. Its skin is going to be nice and brown, but that SAыздON right there is going to help with that. It's going to give us a good color. Wait till I get done doing this, and I'll show you what that SAыздON is going to do to the skin. Some people like to do a brine. I'm not brining. I am just going to go ahead and I'm just gonna stuff it full of the good oranges and the onions and the garlic, and that's gonna give us it's gonna steep it from inside. It's gonna basically brine it for us, basically. So we'll move this out of the way. We'll come back to the bird. Now what you're looking for is that look here. We're just stuffing it full. It's going to hold that. It's going to hold the form, and we're getting that good flavor what's going to happen once we season this up. So we got our injection. We stuffed the bird right here. All right, guys, we're back with the SAыздON. The Goya SAыздON packets. Now what it's going to be is a whole box. Some people do two. I'm doing one. This is only a 12-pound bird. So we're going to do one whole box of every single packet in here. I think it's like 8 packets. There's 8 packages in here. So what we're going to do is take the packets, peel them apart, yada, yada, yada. I'm just playing. Let's pull them apart. And then we'll start seasoning the SAыздON packets on there. So we put our olive oil on. We put our actual shake on, right? Our shake already had a little paprika in it to give it a little red tint. That's actually going to give it that brown color. But the butter or the olive oil or the cooking spray or whatever it is you want to use, which we're using butter and olive oil, that's going to give us that brown crispy skin. So once we get it to about like, I say like 135, or once that brown is to where the color you want it, the brown you want it, go ahead and throw foil over it, which I'll show you that later on in the video. So just stick with me. So I'll take my 2 SAыздON packets and I just season them up. Go ahead and twine these legs up like I've been trying to do here. Get it, cross them over. Cross them over. There it is. That's all you really need. Tuck the rest of that. You can cut it off wherever you want. I'm just twining it like that. Take our wings. And we'll tuck them behind the head. Take some of our SAыздON that we got right here. It's all creviced up. And we'll just wipe it down. Right there, take the wing. Tuck it behind the head. It's gonna go rest on the smoker. And this is all I did on the other side. Just took a little extra SAыздON. Just laid it out on there. You guys want to take a look at the bird? Let's take a look at it. Check it out. That's a SAыздON seasoning. The garlic, the butter, the lemon, injection. No brine. There's no brine needed. You got these vegetables stuffed inside. You got the injection. You let it thaw out for a day. in the fridge. You pull it out, rinse it off, inject it, stuff it full of the good stuff here. Once it's stuffed, man, you're all good. All you gotta do is go put this on the smoker. Smoker's ready to go, 300. We're gonna smoke it. The recommended temperature is like 300 to 350. I did 300, 15 minutes per pound. We're looking at 3 hours, 3.5 hours. If you say time, I don't do time. I do temperature. Breast meat, 165. If you pull it out 165, once you let it rest, it's gonna shoot up about 15 more degrees. So you just gotta watch that. So you get it to 165. Once at 165, you pull in the bird. Dark meat, 175, 180, 85, we'll let it go. Like I said, once you pull it off, let it rest, the temperature's gonna shoot up. It'll get you up there. But we're gonna make sure the skin is nice, and this skin will turn out nice and brown, nice and orangish, golden brown. It'll be so beautiful, I promise you guys. Stick with us, watch the end of this video. You got the tips and tricks to make your bird look the best. The family's gonna be talking about you all year. You're gonna be the turkey person in the family for the rest of the time here to come once you do this little trick here. Stick with us, guys. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back out here at the pit. We got our temperature at 300. We got our 2 probes in. We got 2 probes in for a reason. We got to probe the breast meat and the dark meat on this bird because we want to make sure we're getting the temperatures we need to get to make sure it's safe to eat. 165 in the breast. We're going to do 175 to 180 in the dark meat. All right, it's supposed to get up here like 185. We'll get there when it goes to climb once you let it rest. You can put the bird in here on this tray. I think I'm just going to go ahead and put my meat rack on there. My meat rack on. It'll make it easier to actually once we want to shift it, we'll shift it. So just stick with us, guys. We'll be here all day doing this bird. Probe our. Right here is where we had a little thermometer I took out pre-packaged. We're just gonna stab it again. Right here in the breast. Almost go through. Pull back a little bit. Have to go in and tuck it a little bit. Then we'll come here. Dark meat. Come right here in this area here, so I'll go right through. I'll leave it right there. Good. All right, guys, check back. It's another hour. In an hour, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and bring the olive oil and the butter out with our herbs in it. We're gonna have our garlic. We're gonna have some, we might mince up some garlic powder, some butter, some lemon juice, a little bit of water, and olive oil. And we'll go ahead and baste that down with that butter, water, olive oil, lemon juice, garlic, and some thyme. We'll rub it all down and give it that green pop on top of that golden brown skin with that thyme and that butter sauce. And then we'll just keep basting it every hour and a half. We'll baste it. Stick with us, guys. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. Getting ready to baste the bird. Yeah, man, we got the nice little brownish red. We'll add that butter, get that color going. It's just a light base. It ain't a lot. Just gotta get them colors to pop on there. Get that green, that parsley, and that thyme on there. Just doing that right there. It ain't a lot. It's just a little. That will do you. Hey guys, we're back. We got the turkey off the pit. Did it at 300. We cranked it up a little bit in the midway when we hit about 135 in the breast. Cranked it up to 350. You don't have to. It's just something I like to do because I was trying to get this done. I am donating this turkey. Got some people who would like to try our food out, and we're going to donate it. So, but yeah, see what the butter did to the skin. It, man, caramelized it, made it nice, and that orange SAৰীষ্টON seasoning with that butter and that olive oil actually gave it a little brown tint. It looks pretty good. If you check it out, got that whole, the drums looking nice and charred up there. I'm gonna cut this here twine off. There goes that. Twine's all that. Twine's just gonna hold that place of them legs. That's what it's there meant to do. Got that inside looking good. Stuff packed full of the goodness in there. And there goes what you do with that garlic butter. Add that garlic in there, that parsley, the butter, the olive oil. It's gonna help make that skin stay nice and moist and gonna crisp it up for you. But we add that green parsley in there and a little bit of sage in there, but see, that gives it that color, it gives it that good presentation. So when you do this trick for Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever holiday you wanna do, you're going to be the talk of the family. I promise. You're going to be the turkey person from here on out. So go ahead and get you a pit boss, get you any kind of pit you want. Just you can do these same skills on the stove as well in the oven. Just know that you're going to be the person that's going to be doing all the turkeys from here on out. But let's make this cut and let's wrap up this video. We'll get you some more content going here, guys. We'll check this gut out right here. Look at that juice just running out of that thing. That looks good. Look at that. Woo, look at the juice in that thing. See if we can get a little drip with it. Oh, not yet, but it's, oh yeah, you do. Look at that, that's some good stuff. The reason I make sure the white meat is good because my wife loves the white meat. She don't ever have to bother with me wanting all the white meat or anything like that. She can have all that white meat. I'm a dark meat kind of guy. I'll cut one of his legs off as well because it's one of my favorites. There we go. Look at that. Got a little bounce to it and everything. We'll do a little chop right here, one of these drums. Look at that. That sound, man, that's a good sound right there. That means that skin is nice and tight. It worked its way right with that butter and all that olive oil and everything. We'll just cut it right there. There we go. Get a drum. There we go. There it is. Oh man, look at that juice getting everywhere. Oh yeah. Check that out. That's some good dark meat right there. That's good dark meat. Check that out. I know I said I'm donating this, but I'm sorry guys, I have to try a piece of this. Oh yeah. Check that smoke ring out right there, guys. Oh yeah. That juice, that injection with that butter, that lemon, that stuff, it works magic. Keeps it juicy. Look at all the juice just running out of that thing. You see it? Look at that. Oh man. Jeez. That's some good stuff. But yeah, man. I'm telling you guys try this on your own. You guys do this on your own time. Figure this recipe out, try it yourself. Make sure that you are the talk of the family. You guys have a good one.